Which girlfriend do you want? Hawaiian girlfriend, of course.
كشري ملوخية فول مدامس طعمية بسبوسة Egyptian girlfriend
អាម៉ុកឡុកឡាក់នំបាញ់ចុកបាយសាក់ជ្រូក Cambodian girlfriend
كبسة جريش سمبوسة مطبق dates and baklava
Saudi Arabian girlfriend.
بوس خشر بادك أيرك Mongolian girlfriend
Crêpes, franche onion soup, escargot, croissant, macarons, gratin dauphinois, franche girlfriend.
Here we got Thanksgiving. Day is tomorrow. So people making their way into the city. We got the Lamborghini Urus right here. Seeing a lot of those things on the road, but I guess that's mostly because now it's like it's so easy to get them. They're used mostly. You know, $180,000 typically. They depreciate fast because after all, they are Audis. So, you know, they started at what, like 300,000. They started leasing them at like 2,000 a month. Then it went to 3,000 a month. Then it went to 4,000 a month. And now, because, you know, the insurance is high as fuck on those things. So that's one of the few SUVs that people really want to have that cost that kind of money. It's a cool truck. It's really cool. Lambo has sold more of those than like anything else. Like anything else they've ever had, Lambo has sold more of these. Not bad. You see these things every single day on these roads. And we have, what is it, South Shore Porsche. They always have some to sell. Got a lot of these Escalades. I've noticed the Escalade is selling really, really well too. They're saying, yeah, that's one of the best cars that's made. But yeah, man, traffic is going to be really high for today and tomorrow. But I would think traffic's going to be high really mostly tonight because a lot of people are making their way out of the city. And they're going to other states like Pennsylvania, Delaware, Connecticut, and going to be with family. But I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm ready for some turkey day. I'm ready to get that turkey. I'm ready to get some Thanksgiving Day footage. I'm just gonna eat and chill and just do nothing. Eat and drink, you know. Black Friday, I actually have something that I have to do. So it's like I already pretty much did my Black Friday shopping. So I've got some gifts towards Christmas. I got my computer as I expected I would because I figured the price would drop. So basically I saved that computer I bought. I basically saved about $1,500 on it because they started the price off at like $6,000. It was like over $6,000. But yeah, I'm happy with the purchase because I was playing last night. I was playing Battlefield 6 and I was replaying through Cyberpunk. And the game looks even better than it did before when I had my the older Area 51 because it had like a 3090 in it, but now I got that 5090. So the game looks fabulous, like it looks amazing, and the frame rates are pretty high and everything. So I'm really happy with the purchase. But I don't see, the thing about it is it's funny, they're starting to talk now about the fact that computers really aren't getting that much better. They're adding AI into these things, but for the most part, the computers aren't getting that much faster lately. So I'm happy with what I got. I think I can use that computer for about 10 years before it starts to get old. And after that, who knows, I'll upgrade to something else. But I did my shopping for the, you know, for what is Black Friday. Basically, I bought myself that as a Christmas present, but really it was a Black Friday present. So I'm happy. Look at these damn Honda Accords. See, these guys driving these things haphazardly like freaking BMWs. That's why you got all that damn damage on your car. It's like these dudes like are horrible. Like I don't know what they think when they're driving. But you know, and that's the thing. Now everybody's talking about these car loans. These car loans have become a really big problem. Car loans, and I think my belief is that because there's so many people who can't afford houses, a lot of that money that's just sitting around, which should be saved, a lot of that money is going into buying better cars. See, the way I see it is you should secure a house first, then you buy the luxury car. I've got friends, I got family, I tried to tell that same shit to them. I was like, yeah, you should buy a house, you should buy a house, you should buy a house, you should buy a house. They didn't listen to my ass. You know, oh, no. I got to go out and get a BMW. I got to go out and get a Mercedes. I got to go out and get a Acura MDX. I got to go out and I got to buy a something. And they're like, and I was like, you know what? Maybe you should buy a house. And this was before 2018. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy another house. You should buy one. Nope. Didn't listen. But you buy the house first. You secure your house. You understand what your payments are in that house. After that, that's when you buy a car. And you, in most cases, the house is going to suck up so much money that you're not going to buy a luxury car. Fine. You get one of these Kias, or you get one of these Hyundais, or you get one of these, what is that? Oh, that's like one of them cheap Lexuses, the cheap Lexus right there, that cheap Lexus. Or another cheap Lexus. You got all these cheap Lexuses out here. But my thing is, no, you buy the car after the house, so that this way you can pretty much be comfortable knowing that you've got your living situation. And after you got your living situation, that's when you maybe buy something decent. And chances are that's not going to happen, because what you're going to do is you got a house, so now you probably get married or something, and then you're going to have children. And you're going to need one of these 3-row crossovers or something. You're going to need like, you're going to need a 3-row. You know, the rich women get these GLSs. I'm not interested in the GLS. This must be a cop. I think this guy is either a cop or he wants to pretend that his little Ford Fusion, he wants to pretend that's a cop car. But yeah, most of these people most of these people are not having 3 children. The people who are having multiple children like that, more than 3 children, they get that minivan and they call it a day. They get that Chrysler Pacifica, they get that Kia Carnival, or if they really got serious money, maybe they get an Escalade or something. But for the most part, they, they're basing their car decision on the size of their family, which makes a lot of sense. And then a lot of these people have to probably have 2 cars. So, you get one economy car, one luxury car. But I believe, and I'm pretty sure most of these economists will probably agree, I believe that there's definitely a financial reckoning coming. However, with this K-shaped economy shit, basically the K-shaped economy means that, yeah, the rich people are going to lose some of their money for a couple of days, and then it's going to go right back up, and it's probably going to go up higher than it was before. But the poor, they're going to gain a little bit of money because of these government printed welfare checks. And after that goes away, they're going to be in debt. Like they're going to, and it's exactly what happened. Because if you think about it, a lot of these people, they took that money, they took that COVID money, that stim check money. What did they do? They took that shit and they bought cars that they couldn't afford. So not only are now you're in a negative, but now you're deeper in debt than you were before. That K-shaped economy shit, I don't know who thought of that, but that shit is real, man. But I'm not a part of it. I keep my credit card paid off. The Lamborghini Urus is right behind me. This Urus guy, he's up there right behind me. I guess he decided to get behind the cool car. So anyway, these people with that K-shaped economy shit, yeah, that's some real shit. That is absolutely real, man. These people decided that what they were going to do is that they were going to spend, and they were going to go even deeper into debt. And I'll tell you what, the real problem that I see is that these cars are fucking financial liabilities in every sense of the way. But on top of that, they become something even worse. They've become fashion accessories. And now you've got these people who are so emotional about buying a car until they'll spend anything on a car. I mean, This Urus is nothing more than an Audi, what is it? Audi QS8, SQ8 or whatever the fuck. But I'm willing to spend $150,000 more on that just because you can't buy it, because everybody else can't easily buy it. So it's exclusive. You know, and some of these people, especially down there in Florida, man, these people are going deep into debt on fucking cars. I mean, these people are going deep into debt. And guess what? This time, there will be no bailout. There will be no bailout this time. This time, it's like you're fucked. And this entire country, this time, there's no bailouts. The national debt is way too high. And that national debt is basically making it so that they can't lower interest rates. They can't raise interest rates. They can't lower the interest rates because if they lower them, then inflation is going to creep right back up. But they also can't raise them because then the national debt becomes unpayable. So, they've really put us into a serious situation. Serious situation. And we ain't getting out of that anytime soon. We're just not. Damn shame, really. A lot of people are going to suffer. And see, these single women, I'm looking, these single women are complaining, you know, because they can't, it's not like before. They can't just buy a house they can't afford on their own. They think that, oh yeah, it's a flex. I'm going to be a single mom with a house. It's like, nah, it's not. That's over. That shit ended back in 2020. When them prices went up, that shit is over. You are not walking into one of these places and buying a house. Now these are average houses, these little shit houses that you see on the sides of these roads. These things are $500,000 and up. Everything's $500,000 or higher. You're not buying that shit. And they're complaining, the war on women, they're taking our jobs. Trump said that we're not professional degrees anymore. The war on women and women, what about the women who are homeless? I'm like, wait a minute, how? First of all, I ain't never seen no homeless woman unless she was absolutely mentally ill and crazy and on the train. I ain't never seen no homeless women. You got parents, and when you don't have parents, they got government Section 8 to make sure that you ain't homeless. So somebody's lying. Okay, listen, homeless women may exist out in like, oh, there's the IQL. Beautiful. I love the IQL. Homeless women might exist out there in Nevada and Arizona, because from what I've seen, Nevada and Arizona, all they turn out is losers. And it's like there's a lot of these channels on Facebook and YouTube, and they show all these women who are basically, you know, they've chosen the path of drugs and prostitution and everything. But typically, I've never seen no homeless woman. Like a homeless young one, that looked like a cop. Hey, you can't cover up your life. No, don't fucking blow at me, you bitch. But anyway, you can't cover up your license plate because now they won't be able to see you, and they can't give you a ticket if you run a light. So here in New York State, you have to have a front and a back license plate so they can at least get the front because they have video cameras so they can see you coming and going. Look at this guy. You can't do this. Look at this guy. He's got no front plate. You got no front plate, buddy. You're lucky I'm not a cop. I'd pull you right over. That ugly ass Cybertruck. I'd pull his ass right over. And if he tries to run, I'm gonna, what is that shit called? What's it called when you hit the guy and you make him flip? What's that shit called when the cops do the pit maneuver? Yeah. You try to run from me, I'm gonna pit maneuver your ass. Look at this guy. So he's got no front plate, and his back plate is obscured. You can't see it. You see this guy? See, I'm sick and tired of these cops, man. I'm tired of these cops. These cops be letting these people get away. No, you don't let them get away. What I would have, if I was a cop, I would have a Hellcat Charger with a push bar on it. And I'd probably be doing a lot of front end work because when one of these losers tries to run from me, if I try to pull you over and you try to run from me, you're getting pit maneuvered. I don't give a shit how fast you're going. It could be 150. First of all, most of these cars can't do 150 miles an hour. If I can get you up to 150 miles an hour and I pit maneuver you, I'm gonna make a game out of it to see how many times your car flips and spins and I'm gonna see how many spins I can get out of you when I pit maneuver you and flip you into the side of a wall. You ain't running from me. You ain't running from me. I'd be the one cop driving around with my own car as my squad car, and I'd have me a Hellcat I'd have a Hellcat Charger Red Eye with a push bar and reinforced bulletproof windows and doors, because that's what they do. They reinforce the doors with bulletproof plates. Nah, man, you ain't getting away from me. See, my problem with the police is they don't pay enough. If they paid me what I want to get paid, I'd be a cop. I'd be a cop, but I'd be the worst kind of cop out here, because it's like I'm not tolerating that shit. And this whole thing about like the cops are surrounding a car and they're pointing guns at the car and the guy tries to ram through them. No. I would have a special glove, and that glove would be probably a Kevlar glove, a heavy-duty Kevlar glove. And when we got you surrounded, I will reach under your hood, rip your hood open, and then pull the cables off your battery. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. And if you try anything funny, well, the Desert Eagle's waiting for you too. You're getting arrested. What did RoboCop say? He said, dead or alive, you're coming with me. But these cops just give up, man. I'm tired of these cops. These cops are boring. They just give up. They always give up. Every time they got these people, and they could have them right there, they got them, and they could lock them up. They just give up, man. And these cops bore the shit out of me. I'm tired of them. Tired of them. I think what they should do is they should let me, oh, here he is again. You raced ahead, and you still behind. Look at that. I like that car. I do like it simply because it looks different. I do kind of like it, but there's no way in hell that, like, even to buy, like, I could get one of those used. I just wouldn't do it. And then it's a gas car too. Lamborghini is going electric because now they got those hybrids, and they're making this new one called the Lanzador, and it's electric, and that's kind of exciting. I'd love to go see that when it comes out. But it ain't gonna sound like that Aventador. But they're not gonna make engines like the Aventador no more. Once they're finished with the V12s, it's over. They're gonna be just like everybody else. I mean, the Chinese got freaking cars now that do 300 miles an hour. Electric cars that do 308 miles an hour. It's like once they give up these V12s and these big engines, man, that shit is over. That shit is over. But I like that Escalade IQL. I like that. I don't want to pay these people $2,000 a freaking month. But I do like that IQL. That's pretty freaking cool. I like the IQL. I love electric though. Like, some people are like, oh yeah, you shouldn't go electric. Let me tell you something. I love electric, man. It's so much more comfortable. It's so much more quiet. You don't have problems. There's no oxygen senses. There's no spark plugs. You got to remember, my Jeep SRT, even my Chrysler 300, man, I had spark plugs. When those things, the coil packs and shit die out, it's like when those things break, man, it's like those cars, you go to the shop, and it's not like it's an easy couple of hours or something, man. Sometimes like my Jeep sat in the shop for a combined like 60 days. My shit sat in there so long. The cops pulling these people over. Because you see, this is my kind of cop right here. I like him. He's not playing with these people. Hey, move your truck now. Move your truck now. That's what I'm talking about. Look at these people. Like, you can't do this. You're creating. Look at these people. Look how many of them there are. This cop, he's going to have to walk like a quarter of a mile just to get to the front. You're blocking. Look at these people. But that cop right there, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's what I'd be doing. Go right up to him. Move your car now. You don't even have to explain yourself. Move your car now. You don't have to explain nothing. These people are doing illegal shit, parked where they're not supposed to be parked. They're creating a hazard. Yeah, that's he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. I appreciate him. I appreciate him. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your service. Yeah. Oh, that's the IQL. Another IQL, a black eye. Man, those Escalades are bad, man. I gotta say, them Escalades are... Finally, America finally figured out how to make a car. They finally figured out these Cadillacs, even the Chevy counterparts are pretty awesome. Like America finally figured this shit out. And all it took was taking the engine out and taking the transmission out and making an electric vehicle. And now they finally figured out how to make a good car. It's amazing. That Escalade IQ is awesome. You're probably wondering what I'm drinking, so I'm going to show you. This is one of those bubble teas, brown sugar bubble tea. It's pretty good. I like every now and then I try something different instead of coffee. Sometimes it's tea. Sometimes it's like green matcha. I get my matcha from Trader Joe's. So, you know, I'm not paid to advertise, so I'm just showing you what I'm drinking, just so you know. But, this fucking traffic, god damn it. This fucking traffic, this sucks. But, fortunately, you know, it's going to be a rough ride home because traffic's going to be heavy going home. But fortunately, we got Thursday off, we got Friday off. I'll probably take my car to recharge it maybe Thursday morning, tomorrow morning. I could go today. Usually, this is Wednesday. Usually I like to go on Wednesday, but I could do it Thursday because I have half my batteries. I have 165 miles right now. But yeah, it's getting to that point, man. Come January, I'm out of free charging. So, you know, I'll be charging at home. No more runs to Target. No more runs to the charging stations. Because I don't really drive outside of the city. See, the funny thing about New York City is everything that we have is here. Like, we got everything. It's like, I don't have to drive outside of the city. Like, if you go to New Jersey or Connecticut, yeah, they have charging stations. The last time I had to drive outside of the city was really to go to Warwick, Rhode Island, and we had a funeral up there. And I drove into the Target station. I made a video about it. I drove up to the Target station. They had a nice EVgo charger. Nobody was there. I pulled right in. I started charging. It went perfectly. But when you're here in the city, our charging stations suck. Like, I was trying to argue with these morons online who are trying to tell me how easy it is to charge. And I'm telling them, like, listen, the Tesla stations, it's easy to charge. Everybody else, man, these third-party chargers suck. Now, here and now, there are a couple of third-party chargers where you can pull up, you can charge. There's very, very few people there, like at the casino, because we have a casino up here. And yes, some of them are okay. But the question is, who wants to park at a level 2 charger and have to stay in that casino for 3 or 4 hours for a charge? Those are level 2 charges. If they had level 3 charges, oh yeah, we'd be fine. And it's sad because the casino, they must have thought of that. They must have been like, hey, if we have level 2 charges, these people stay here 3 and 4 hours. But if we have level 3 charges, they'll only be here 45 minutes. So you know what we'll do? We'll get level 2 charges and make these people stay here so that they can hit these slots. That, you have to imagine that they knew what they were doing. The casino runs a lot of power. They have plenty of power to charge cars. They decided they were going to make them shits level 2 chargers. The level 2 chargers use basically the same amount of power as an air conditioning unit. It's like they knew what they were doing. They could have had level 3 charge. You know what they didn't put? They didn't put a Tesla charging station. And that just tells you what they were thinking. They were like, nah, we're not going to put a Tesla charging station. We want some shit where these people park their car. It takes 4 or 5 hours to charge their car. They're going to come in here and hit these slots. They know what they're doing. These people are always scamming and scum. And you know what the sad thing is? If they made it so that it was only an hour to charge, I would be more likely to go in and hit the slots. But what you've done is you said, nah, it's going to take you 3 or 5 hours. It's like, I'm not going in there. Fuck that. And then here we got one of these Infinitis right here. Infinity's in trouble. Nissan's in trouble. Making these big, ugly cars. I will say, I'm glad that they're making nice, big, spacious cars. But they're ugly. They're very ugly. I don't like Infiniti at all. I would never pay that kind of money for an Infiniti, ever. And there's another Infiniti. That's that QX, I believe. They're ugly. I don't know who designs those. It's like there's a Japanese fisherman, and he's designing those things. I just think they're so ugly. But listen, if that's what you like, enjoy. I would never buy one. I would never buy one. And there's that Mercedes GL350, got that BMW X5 right behind it, yeah. Those are okay, but I'm just, those are women cars. It's like these cars are for women. Like this woman. These are boss babe cars because I'm strong and independent. I'm strong and independent. Yeah, well, in the Trump economy, that might not be so true because in the Trump economy, you're barely making it. And he already said your degrees aren't professional. So, you know, you might not be that strong and independent now. I tell you, just looking at, you see how much traffic we gotta go through to get to Manhattan or to get to anywhere? Fucking, like, if you ever wonder, you're like, why do you sound like that? Why are you act like you're so angry? Why, if anybody asks me, why are you so angry? Why do you sound like that? Why are you talking crazy all the time? I just want you to understand what this does to the psychology of a person. This will drive you fucking nuts. Now I'm lucky because I got the Cadillac driving itself. Like you see me, I'm not even touching this shit. I'm not touching the brakes. I'm not touching the accelerator. I'm not touching my steering wheel. You see what I, this is the reason why I had them build these cars for me. This is the reason why I had to have this car. My Jeep SRT has adaptive cruise control. All it can do is it can accelerate and decelerate, but that's it. This car steers itself, changes lanes itself. I had to have this because this fucking shit right here, this New York City shit will drive you nuts. And you know, it's funny, I also think about Tesla with that full self-driving. The thing about it is, if you had to deal with this bullshit fucking traffic every goddamn day, believe me, that $8,000 that full self-driving costs, yeah, you'd pay it too. I'm very impressed with full self-driving. The only problem is Tesla's been known for all types of like phantom braking and car accidents. Like the car will slow itself down to a stop and then get hit. I trust GM. First of all, Tesla has like more than 30 fatal accidents attached to full self-driving. GM Super Cruise, what I'm using right now, GM Super Cruise has no fatal accidents attached to its name. And the reason why is because it doesn't put itself into dangerous situations. All it basically does is handle steering, braking, and acceleration and lane changes, but in one direction. Full self-driving wants to drive, it wants to park itself, it wants to go through intersections and wants to go through over railroad tracks and shit. It's like that thing is willing to put your life in danger in ways. See, if you live out in a place where there's very few people, full self-driving would be fine. But you see what we got to deal with here. You see the shit that we got to deal with. You see how we got to deal with these people trying to merge all the time, and they merge dangerously and shit. You see what we got to deal with. In fact, I'm stopping it right now because this guy decided to get in front of me and throw his brakes on. And yeah, Super Cruise could handle it. It's just that I just want to be extra careful. You know, I err on the side of safety. You know, safety first. So now I'll turn it back on. So, because see, as long as you can stop these people from merging in front of you, you don't have to worry. But I've had some situations where you'll get a truck merge in front of you, and then the system wants to slam on the brakes, you know, and it can be very jarring. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get out of this lane because they're still doing these merges. We'll get out of this lane. Get right here. Yeah, this will be fine. This is insane, man. This is fucking insane. I know some people be like, oh, well, you should just move out of New York. Well, here's the problem. My business is here in New York. My houses are here in New York. My family are here in New York. So you pretty much understand that until I retire and they die off, yeah, I'm probably stuck here. Yeah, I can't really, I can't just move. I'm like, yeah, I would just move. You should just move. I would never want to live in New York. I'd be like, well, it's like this. There's people all over the world trying to move here. We have a lot here that people want to be a part of. It is true. even with Zoran Mamdani as my new mayor, which, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with him as mayor. I'm very excited to see what his mayorship is going to be like. But a lot of people, all these people talking shit. And I want you to just notice this. You see this traffic? All these people talking. Look at this traffic. You see, this motherfucker's trying to get in front of me. You're not getting in front of me, turkey. Nope. Yeah, keep looking. So anyway, all of these people talking all of this shit. Oh, yeah, I'm taking my stuff and I'm leaving. I'm getting out of New York. I'm taking my shit and I'm leaving. Go ahead, please leave. This way I won't have any traffic. Right? During COVID, I was driving this road. I was doing 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. There's a Jeep SRT 2018. I'm doing 100 miles an hour down these roads. There were no people on the road. There was no cops on the road. I could get from my house to Manhattan and back in less than 45 minutes. These people, it takes me 45 minutes. Look at them, fucking truck. No, you're not getting in front of me, goddamn fucking stupid truck. Yeah, I don't even like your bandana, you turkey. You're a turkey. So yeah, you stay right there. But anyway, yeah, it's like I'm sick and tired of this traffic. If I could get 50% of these people to move out of New York, that would make me happy. But that's not going to happen. Guess what? These people keep moving in. They love New York. They want to be here. I hate New York. These people want to be here in the worst way. You got people paying $500 a month to live in a shithole just like that. Because you know how you probably heard the stories of they were taking these apartment buildings and they were also taking hotels and they were turning them into places to live like Section 8 and shit. These people pay $500 a month to live in a closet. Hong Kong calls them coffin apartments. If you look up coffin apartments, these people will pay $500 a month to live in a closet. And I know you like to say, oh, that can't be true. Look it up. We've got pictures. These people will pay $500 a month to you just to live in a closet. It's crazy when you think about it. It's crazy. I'm lucky because I did the right thing. I know how to manage money very well. I did the right thing. I bought property. I'm lucky. I smell weed. Somebody's smoking. Somebody's getting high. I smell it. Somebody is getting high. One of you drug addicts around here is getting high. I can smell that shit. And my windows are up, so I think it's him. That guy looks like a ganja man. That guy looks like he smokes the weed, man. You know what I believe? Shit happens. I think it's him. I'm pretty sure it's him. That guy is up there getting high. That guy's getting high, boy. That guy's getting high. How do I smell you through my glass? That guy's getting high. Shit, I think that shit's got me high. Contact high. That guy's getting high, boy. Yeah, you want some ganja, man? These dudes are getting high in the morning. Like, how you smoking weed and it's not even 8 o'clock yet? Damn. Incredible, these people. Yeah, I've unlocked some things. I don't know all the shit that I unlocked.
It's perfectly fine. At this point, because when this game came out, I think I played it for a good 17 hours straight.
Oh, yeah?
And I took off work and everything. So I know, like, the living fuck out of it. Just enjoy it. I don't play it as intensely anymore because I gave it so much goddamn time. But it's still a lot of fun. But it does feel very buttery smooth. It's just
It's
so
super
crazy
smooth.
How quiet your
I was amazed how smooth Cyberpunk is. I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 because I know I'm ready for Grand Theft Auto 6. Here I am. This is Black Friday, Walmart. Black Friday. So most of the economists believe that Black Friday there's not going to be a lot of people here and there's not going to be a lot of people shopping, but I think we know otherwise. So I'm seeing basically what kind of deals or sales they have on anything that I need for my kitchen or for any other part of my house. I already got my tools. I got a nice tool kit from Ryobi already from Home Depot. And I already got a coffee maker and stuff, so I don't need that. There's a snack box. I don't know what that's about. See, the interesting thing about Black Friday, something I learned when I worked for Best Buy, is the fact that a lot of this stuff is created just for Black Friday. Like some of this stuff is, they design this stuff and they build it just for Black Friday so that they can sell these things at a profit. So televisions that you see on Black Friday sale, usually they're not that great because they have fewer inputs and such. Even if they look like they're the part, they're usually not. There's a lot of materials, just like you see these luggage sets. A lot of this stuff is designed just to sell on Black Friday at a profit, and people are convinced that they're actually getting a deal when they're really not. But there are certain things that, you know, are being sold all year round that do go on sale. So there are some decent sales sometimes. And some places, they put their clearance out now. This looks suspect. Am I talking out loud? Let me make sure that active noise cancel it. Where's this going to do? And we gotta make sure the active noise canceling is off. Yeah, so Madden NYC, what is this? This is some shoes or something. I don't think I need any windshield fluid. I don't think so. But I do know I have to get an oil change. But I always get my oil change and oil filter. They do all that. I might get some, what is it called? Might get some deodorant. Yeah. Something tells me we need that. I already got soap. Yeah, see all this. What is this stuff? This is like cheap gifts. Like cheap gifts for people who you just have to get. This is like stuff for Secret Santa or something. This is the Black Fridays. Look at this stuff. These space heaters. In fact, yeah, I should look at that. I had considered a space heater for my garage. Let me check that out real quick. Let me see if there's any of these space heaters for my garage. Here in my garage, I got these Lamborghinis. I have one of these, $52. That's a rollback? I would have thought that thing would be cheaper than that. $52. Medea. So you got one made by Medea, but the other one is Lasco. I got this garbage can here. I kind of want a silver garbage can, a tin can. you call them. This doesn't have a top. Yeah, so basically, come the start of the new year, when it comes time to start planting again, I want to start growing, in addition to growing tomatoes, I want to grow potatoes. So I already grow tomatoes, but I want to grow potatoes. Okay, so this is $30. Yeah, I think I could stick with just the one I have for right now. But tomatoes, potatoes.
You sure it wasn't up front when you first walked in?
Yeah, so I'm gonna grow tomatoes, potatoes. I already grow, what is that stuff called? Basil. Like you could put it in tomato sauce. I already got that. I wonder how much. Yeah, so those things are $29. Yeah, no, I'll stick with the one I got. Oh, sorry about that. Here, let me go get the deodorants. But yeah, I gotta redesign my garden so that I can make it more efficient. I want to grow more stuff than I grow right now. They never have sales on Brita water filtration. That's for sure. It's like you got to go on eBay and get that stuff, like the cartridges. Yeah, get that stuff on eBay. I don't even see a sale on the water picture. I have this water picture right here, and I think eventually I got to get cartridges for it. You know, for 31, what is it, 31.48. Yeah, this is the one with the light. When you pour it, I have this in white. I have two of these. I got one that's red and I got one that's white. Gotta have water filtration. And you know, when I was a kid, you didn't have to pay for freaking water. Now you do. Yeah. Everybody's trying to go get these poinsettias, these plants. Trying to get these poinsettias. I think Home Depot has poinsettias. I think they're $5 each or something. To tell you the truth, I'm not really wowed by this sale. It's like, I don't really see a sale. I see cheap shit. You know, it's not like the good old days where you get DVDs for like $5 and normally the price is like $20. They made you buy a bunch of DVDs because they got like shelves full of DVDs. How you doing, sir? All right, that's good. Not much going on over here. It's Christmas trees. We got over here Legos. Got some toys. Some Lego toys. Yeah. So they're getting right. They already put the Christmas stuff out. We usually put up the Christmas tree right after Thanksgiving, so I gotta do that. More work for me. So I gotta get my deodorant. I gotta get deodorant from over here. Oh, plus shit, they lock it all up. All right, I think I have head shampoo. I need that. Now I use this. Yeah, I like this one. But my girlfriend uses the other one because I don't like her using mine. What's the one she uses? What is that? Lady Speaks. Where is it? Here we go. All right. Okay. what they got over there. You got the shampoo and the soap. I usually get my soap from a different store, but I don't really think I need that now. I've got plenty of that. I might have to get toilet paper though. As you can see, this Black Friday is milk toast. It's a milk toast Black Friday. Okay. Excuse me. Got that. Board games at $5 now. That's not too good. Connect 4 is pretty good. I think I'll head over to electronics, see what's happening. As you can see, this is pretty boring. This is Walmart on a regular day. Nothing. Let's see the TVs. Let's see about prices on TVs. Let's see about that. See these prices on TVs. Any 100-inch Vizios. See what we got. This is the video game sales. Well, this doesn't look that exciting. What's this? This is a Vizio 75-inch 348. I think that's typical. 75-inch though. That's nice, but that's like typical. They got a 100-inch one, but it's like $1,679. 75-inch 378. You pretty much have to mount that. Excuse me. JBL. I already got the AirPods. I don't need that. Hey, you see, this is pretty boring. It's pretty unsubstantial. Fabulous. So now I got cleaner right now. Yeah, they're not really blowing my skirt up with these sales, huh? Yeah, I'm not really especially impressed. I'm gonna get some coffee creamer or something. Dog food is $1.82 a can. I could get some soup while I'm here. Something tells me I should definitely do that. Get some milk too. Maybe some eggs. Some milk. Alright, so we got milk here. Some 12. Oh, you know what? I'll get a small, I'll go ahead and do it December 18th. This is not gonna last that long, I'll tell you that. Maybe I should get a large one. This is a large one. But they got a pumpkin spice eggnog? Oh shit, no, I'll get that one instead. I'll get this one instead. It's a little bit bigger. Can't drink too much of this stuff. My uncle had a nice flavor with rum in it. Yeah, that stuff will. It's not as strong as bourbon. It'll mess you up. Gotta have the rum in there. Alright, let's see. 488, 328. Usually get this stuff from Target. I'm making my coffee. Hazelnut. It's kind of boring. The flavors aren't that exciting. Got $3.48 for one of those. White chocolate, sweet cream, vanilla. Meh. I don't see anything exciting. Well, as you can see, this is Black Friday at Walmart. Not extraordinarily exciting. Excited to go and pop into Costco. So we're going to Costco now to see about their Black Friday. And let me remind you, there's a reason why I prefer buying Cadillac over buying Tesla. It's because people will key the shit out of your Tesla and they'll forget completely that the shit has the ability to record you when you're doing it. But people fucking key your car and shit just because you have a Tesla. And you know what's fucked up is I totally understand why a lot of these people hate Elon Musk. Besides the fact that he's a racist and anti-Semite and he's an Afrikaner and all that, spreading far-right propaganda and shit. Besides that, he also did his best to help Trump get elected, and now Trump's in there running an economy that's kicking these people's asses. So, yeah, for those of you who are out there who hate fucking Elon Musk, who hate that motherfucker, I totally understand. I totally understand your point of view. I totally understand it. Because to tell you the truth, when you're haphazardly getting people fired and laid off and shit, and you call that efficiency, you government of where's my motherfucking Dodge check, Elon? Where's my motherfucking Dodge check? Huh? $5,000 Dodge check. Where the fuck is that shit? You goddamn grifting piece of shit. I'll tell you what. You can be a trillionaire. You can scam this government out of $1 trillion. But $1 trillion don't mean shit if you don't live to spend it. Just keep that in mind. He just got a 100-inch fucking television, and he said it was $1,600. That's 100 inches. Well, I shouldn't say 100 inches. It actually says 98 inches. But you get my point. So 100-inch television for fucking, he said $1,500 or $1,600. They'll probably have it for display on the floor. Hey, that's Stan Lee. Oh, no, it's not. That's not Stan Lee. Stan Lee died. Yeah, let's get it now. I want to see what the TV is. 75 inches, $17.99, 85 inches. I really don't see the point in overpaying on a freaking TV. What is this, AI? What are you talking about, AI? It says something about AI. It's 4K UHD. What's the AI mean, though? It says AI processor. Our most powerful advanced AI processor. See, the problem is they be trying to use AI as if AI is like a selling point. They could be talking about RTX graphics, DLSS, and ray tracing. That's AI too. So it's like you're really not saying anything. Now, if the computer has AI like Siri or Alexa built in, okay, that's different because now you could talk to the TV and you could be like, hey Alexa, show me porno, and it'll just go to the porno. You know, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. What's this? $14.99 for RTX 5070. That ain't like mine. Mine is nice. And then you see that graphic card, how it sags? See, my Alienware, people can talk bad about Alienware all they want. My Alienware has a big, chunky metal graphic card clip, and it holds it still. $21.99 for 5080, huh? MSI 5080. I think that must have been what my cousin was talking about, because she was saying something about an MSI. What is this? $800 for 85. 100 inch. What is that? 100-inch Hisense. Oh, they must have that on display. 100 inches for $1,500. This is 100 inches. So you gotta have a whole living room for this bitch. I could fit this in my living room, but I don't even watch television. It's like that would be a massive waste of money. $1,500 for 198. That's what that guy just bought. That guy outside, he just bought that. Good for him. I just don't need that. I just don't need it. Let's see if they have a Black Friday for iPads. Let's see what the sale is. Black Friday iPad. You work here? Do you have the iPad 10th generation, or what is the Black Friday sale on iPads?
Right now we have whatever the sale price we have right now, but 10th gen.
Yeah, like I'm looking for the one that's like either the 10th gen or the 11th gen, the regular iPad, like the lowest memory.
The lowest one that we have right now is this one for $279.
$279. Oh, so that's the newest one. Yeah. Okay, $279. That's what they're asking. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll think about that one. 'Cause I was really looking for the 10th, but
with our contract with Apple is once the new one comes out, they no longer send us the old one.
gotcha. So they make sure everything's brand new.
Yep.
Ah, okay. All right, cool. Thanks. Hey. Maybe for Christmas. How y'all doing? I remember you. You've asked me this question twice. You twice and your other guy once. I have an iPhone 17 Pro Max, 2 terabyte, and I switched to Verizon from AT&T. So, yeah. I know you forget faces, but yeah, I saw you before. Yeah, it's okay. Have a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, you're not switching me, bro. I got the big iPhone. I got the $2,000 big iPhone. You ain't switching me, boy. You ain't switching me. Do you know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with Big Truck Series money producer. I got the $2,000 iPhone, and you trying to switch me to some damn AT&T. You must be out of your mind. Bottom freezer refrigerators for $549. Yeah, I guess that's about average. Whatever. They sell jacuzzis here. What is this? Plastic storage. 3-pack of $17.99, huh? $20 3-pack, yeah. I don't really need that. What I really need is one really, really large one. But I'd have to go to Home Depot for that. And they want like $60 for those things. It's like, why aren't they just taking plastic out of the ocean and keeping it out of the dolphins' noses? And then just taking that and turning it into stuff that we normally buy at cheap. Black Friday at Costco. Yeah, these Mikasa flatware sets are pretty cool. That's not the one I have. I think I don't have that one either. I don't really need it just yet, so I don't need that. It's a nice bowl set. A vacuum cleaner. Yeah, these sales aren't blowing my skirt up. These sales are really not blowing my skirt up. Electric gloves now. Oh, they got the gloves where you can use a touchscreen phone. No problem. Let me tell you something. If you saw the pictures that I put in my community chat of all the goddamn food I had yesterday, right now you would know last thing I'm even thinking about is food. It's like I could barely even think about food. We ate so much, man. We ate so much yesterday, I ain't even thinking about food right now. It's like I don't even want to see those leftovers. I don't even want to see them. The only thing I'm here for is milk, and maybe I gotta buy more eggs for my bacon. But man, I don't even want to see those leftovers, man. I don't even want to see those leftovers. Part of the reason why I'm doing this Black Friday shopping walk is simply for the exercise. You know, I'm trying to get my steps in. Yeah, I need to walk about 4 miles today. I need to walk about 4 miles. Oh, they do that. The lobster Lamborghini. They're doing lobster ravioli. Pierogies. I don't know about those. Get some milk, get some eggs. $12.20. Yeah, that's fine. $1.3. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, Dubai chocolate. Everybody's selling Dubai chocolate. That shit's not even made in Dubai. That stuff is made in Turkey. If you look at it, it says made in Turkey. It's not even made in Dubai. Yeah, I think I'm covered. I think I got everything else I needed. Look, this place is not even crowded. Normally, sometimes Sundays, and this is a Friday. There's a lot of people off, but usually this place is crowded like crazy. It's not even crowded right now, but it is Friday, and it's in the middle of the day, 12:47 on a Friday. It's not crowded at all. It's not crowded at all. I haven't been here in a long time. If you remember, this is where I first started charging when I first got my car. Haven't been here in a long time. Things haven't changed. You still got the Tesla guys. Tesla's all loaded up right here, but they got so many Tesla chargers, it's not a big deal. And then here it is, the old charger. Look at these people. Everybody's got their Teslas. Everybody's charging up their Teslas, no problem. Well, I'm going to charge up my car right here. Take up all this space. I do not want anybody parking next to me because some of these people, they just love doing that. And one of these chargers right now is working and the other charger is not. But I don't need a lot of charge. I'm just going to charge my thing because today is Friday, so I'm going to charge it for the weekend. So once my free charging is over in January, once my free charging ends, I won't be coming back to these things anymore. Once my free charging is over. Look at everybody's so happy at the Tesla charger. Lucky them. But once my free charging ends, I'll be charging at home. This is where it all began. Shut up, Siri. Goddamn. This is where it all began. I used to come here. I used to race over here to charge. Try to get here before anybody else got here. And I used to have to race all the way over here. This place is like 10 miles away from my house. And now, they have another charger that they opened up in Westbury. And I've been using that one. And for the most part, I've been using that one in Westbury and I haven't had any real problems there. I mean, every now and then one of the chargers will go down. But for the most part, I've been able to reliably charge. See, this is the old system. This is only 100 kilowatts. The new one in Westbury is 150 kilowatts. But, from what I remember, this one, you can charge as long as you have to until you get to 100%. So as you can see right now, I'm at 62%. But since fortunately there was nobody else around here, because most people don't come to this one anymore because there's two chargers and one of them never fucking works. So right now the Seinfeld charger works, but the Baldwin charger doesn't. Sometimes it'll be the Baldwin charger that works, but the Seinfeld one doesn't. That's why I keep saying, it's like, unless you're planning on buying a Tesla, you should really reevaluate whether or not you really want an electric vehicle. Now, I have a house. I can charge at my house if it came down to it. If there was really bad weather, inclement weather, I could charge at home. But when it really comes down to it, as much as I hate Elon Musk and I think he's a piece of shit, as much as I hate this asshole, the bottom line is the Tesla supercharger network is still the best network in the country. It just is. So it's like you really need to reevaluate, how much do you drive? If you want an electric car and you have a house and you're just going to drive it in the city and you're never going to do road trips or anything, you'll be fine. You can charge at home, no problem. But if you plan on going outside your city, outside your state, if you plan on trying to do cross-country road trips and shit, you're probably going to want to get a Tesla. And, you see this Tesla right here with this guy in it? This Tesla's got the white seats, and that's like the best spec. You get a new Tesla with the white seats. You got heated, cooled seats, and they're white. Women love that, That's like the luxury spec for the Model 3. Like, that guy's got it over there, too. That's the luxury spec. But, these people are looking at me like, they're probably laughing at me. They're like, oh, yeah, well, he's got EV Go. Ha, ha, ha. He's poor. Never mind, my car costs twice as much as theirs, but the bottom line is, it's like they have the better network. So, they're probably clowning me. That's okay. I could do it. Naturally, I continued my Black Friday shopping, and I went to Dollar Tree. Somebody's got the Escalade IQ on the Tesla charger. So this guy has pulled next to me with a Chevy Equinox EV, 300 miles, less than $30,000. Not bad, but that Escalade, that's the shit right there. That Escalade is a fucking beast. It's pretty freaking cool. So, it's a little cold out here, but I'm used to this, because this is exactly how I started back in last November. It's exactly how I started. I'm gonna let those people know how much charge I got remaining, and let them know about how long they're gonna wait. I think it's pretty interesting, this Escalade. There's a woman driving it. Yeah, see, these women, they got that OnlyFans money. They ain't joking. You got that OnlyFans money. It's like you're up there writing your own checks. All you gotta do is show some pictures of your feet, do a couple of booty shots, and sell some farts in a jar, and you good. Yeah, I like the Tesla network because it only takes them like 40 minutes to charge or less. It's like 30 to 40. And they got new version 4 superchargers, and they take even less time. Like, they do like 500 fucking kilowatt charging. That's pretty awesome. Let's see how much time I got left. Probably only up to like 85. 82. Because it's charging at 24 kilowatts. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a little while. Let's see. But at least I'll have a full charge over the weekend. 30 minutes or less. Wow.
100 years since slavery ended, and y'all got me in this fucked up chair, over here by myself. I know I said I wanted a seat at the table, but this is some bullshit. Y'all got me fucked up if y'all think y'all can keep my black ass segregated over here. Then y'all serve us some cracker-ass motherfucking popcorn and jelly beans. And some motherfucking toast that I know that nasty-ass motherfucking dog was touching and shit. Speaking of nasty-ass shit, what the fuck is that pink-ass shit? Pepto-Bismol? I'd invite y'all over to my motherfucking house for some real food, but y'all probably want jelly beans or some dumb shit. Y'all got a young nigga fucked up with this straight bullshit today, nasty motherfuckers. Fuck this shit. My mama made mac and cheese, turkey, and sweet potato pie. Not this cracker-ass bullshit. I'm going home and getting me some good-ass food. Bitch, I know you ain't finna try that motherfucking football bullshit on me again. You lucky I'm a man that ain't about to hit no woman, or I would have busted you across your head years ago. Now give me that fucking football and let's see yo dumbass try and kick this motherfucker for once.
Today is Sunday morning. It is November 30th. I believe it's the last day of November. So I'm on my way to the Cars and Coffee. I figure, considering this is Thanksgiving weekend, I imagine that, there'll be more people there. It's starting to get very cold, 49 degrees today. It's been 40-something and 30-something throughout the week. So it's getting very, very cold. Fortunately, I got my gloves, I got my hat, so I could walk around out there and, try to get over this little nasal cold here. But yeah, Black Friday was a bust. I will say this, the malls were full of people, yes, but I really think Black Friday was a bust. Unless there was certain things that you absolutely wanted and you were waiting for Black Friday to buy it, I think most people really, whatever they wanted, they shopped online. I bought a new computer, and then I found out that I've got to buy a brand new furnace, a gas, an oil-powered furnace. So the one that I had was a Peerless model, and it decided to go out because those things last like 20 or 30 or something like that years. If you're lucky, you get like 50 years out of it. But the thing was old by the time I had even gotten there. So, I'm disappointed because, I had to replace my oil tank in COVID, because one day during COVID, I wake up and I'm smelling oil. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that's just because I just got an oil delivery. That's why I'm smelling oil. And I wake up, I go into my basement, and my basement floor is covered with freaking pink oil. And that took me by complete surprise. I did not realize that home heating oil can literally eat through a fucking tank. I mean, why not cover the inside of the tank with plastic or something? Or I don't know, whatever you have that doesn't work with oil or doesn't mix with oil. But bottom line is, the fucking oil ate through the goddamn tank, corroded the tank, and put enough of a hole there for that shit to leak out all over my floor. So I had to have them give me a brand new 250-gallon oil tank. So that cost me right there, that was $5,000. Now, find out my furnace is fucked up. In fact, my furnace was going out, and it basically must have sprung a crack maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. And I didn't realize it was cracked. So I didn't realize that until the guy was actually able to come and diagnose it. First guy diagnosed it. All he said was it just needed a new coil and it needed a couple other pieces. So here I am thinking, oh yeah, maybe I'll get out of this less than $4,000. Turns out the second guy came, tried to install all the stuff. And then he was like, wait a minute. No, this fucking thing is fucked up. This thing is cracked. You got to get a new furnace. So $10,000. $10,000. So this is going to be a kind of expensive year for me. So I've already booked my trip, because no matter what, I'm still going away. So I booked my trip, and I've got Japan, Vietnam, and Cambodia coming up. So I booked my trip already, and that's coming. So that's later. This chick tore her car up. God damn, no wonder why she's driving like that. Look at this shit. This chick is driving all fucked up, tore her car up. Damn, I don't want her near me. She's dangerous. That's what happens when you get these women driving these cars, and they be driving aggressively. They got these little ass cars. But anyway, so I booked my trip, and I paid the deposit or whatever, the down payment for the furnace. So that right there, what is that? $10,000. It basically is $11,000. Not with the tax, it's just with the other fees, the installation fees, because apparently they don't charge you tax for that because it's considered a capital improvement. So you don't actually get charged tax for that. I think you only recoup your money if you ever sell the house. And as I've already said, I'm not selling my properties, because we're in a situation right now where basically you're lucky to have anything at this point. Like with the Trump economy, the Biden economy, you're lucky to have anything right now, because these houses are basically completely unaffordable. And, you know, they keep coming up with ways. They're talking about how they're going to try to make it affordable, but 50-year mortgages ain't going to work. 100-year mortgages ain't going to work. What do they call portable mortgages? That's not going to work. And most of these banks are laughing those ideas down as Trump comes up with them. But that's his idea. His belief is, yeah, just stretch the payments out. Yo, that's what we've been doing. That's the reason why we have a 30-year fix in the first place. You know? And then there's already a 40-year fixed. But even with a 40-year fix, you still wouldn't be able to afford these places, because the price has gone up on most of these places. The price has gone up by 50%. So my house, for example, the one that I'm living in right now, not the other one that I rent, my house was $300,000. And right now it appraises for $600,000. But if I told them I want $700,000, they'd still take it. And that's crazy. But that's the market we're in. So if I wanted to right now, I could sell that place for $700,000. And they wouldn't even try to repair it. All they would do is tear my house down and build a bigger house. That's what they would do. That's what they've been doing over here in Long Island. Even in these really expensive neighborhoods, I've seen them do that. Now, some of the houses are like colonials, and they're classic houses. So if you buy one of those houses, or if you happen to inherit one of those houses, you're inheriting a gigantic fucking bill. So hopefully you're as rich as your parents, or hopefully they left you millions of dollars to fix the house up. But then again, they should have done that while they were alive. So anyway, here I am. I just spent like $7,000 to go on my vacation coming up. Spent $11,000 on this freaking furnace, but he only took the deposit right now. I got to pay him the rest later. So I got $11,000 there, got $7,000 on my vacation. I just bought that new computer. That was $5,500. So that was like $5,500. You add that on to the top. And I think there was something else I needed to buy. I can't remember. No, there was something else. But I think it's not... actually, I think that's about it. So, yeah, it's an expensive year. But, even though I can't do the boiler on my taxes, the furnace on my taxes, I can't do that. That's a capital improvement. So, basically, I do get to write off my computer. I get to write off the vacation. And I think there was something else, but I don't remember. But it'll come back to me. But those are some pretty big expenses. But am I worried about it? No. Because, I feel bad for a lot of these people who they desperately want to buy a house because they're living in their parents' basement and shit. But a lot of these people need to understand, if you buy a house, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to fix stuff that breaks. And when you're in a house, especially if you buy an older house, because chances are you're going to buy something that you can afford, even if it's older, you got to be ready for heavy expenses. Like you have to be, like, you hear how they say Americans typically can't come up with like $500 or some shit if they have an emergency. You got to be ready, just like me. You got to be ready to come up with $2,500, $5,000, $10,000. You got to be ready for that. And a lot of people ain't ready for that. So what happens? They end up going into debt. They take out a loan. And just so you understand, because I like to share my credit insight, that's how, you get the 850 credit score. What I did was I did put it on the credit card because that's how he wanted the deposit. I don't think he even took cash anyway. I put it on the credit card in order to get the points. So that's $11,000 worth of points. My computer, I put that on my credit card to get, $5,000 something worth of points. My vacation, I put that on my credit card to get 5,900 or whatever it was. And then the hotel stay, I put that, basically $7,000 worth of points. So what I was doing was racking up points, and then what you have to do is you pay it off immediately, so this way you don't end up having to pay interest. Because I'm a 0% interest kind of guy. I don't pay interest. I do not pay interest. I knock that interest right out. And the only way you can do that is by using the card and then paying it right off. The average person really can't afford to do that, you know? It's just like with this car. With this car, I leased this car because I wanted to see what it was like to have an electric car. And I leased this car for 3 years, 36,000 miles. Now, right now, I'm at 24,000 miles. So, I'm going to take off, July and part of August. I won't be driving this car. But the thing about it is, I'm not worried about the 3 years, 36,000, simply because what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this car off. And when I say buy this car off, I'm going to buy this car probably cash, because I have a choice. I can either buy the car or I can keep the car. Now, I don't know if I want to keep it. There's other things out there, like, there's used Escalade IQs, there's new Escalade IQ leases, there's Mercedes S-Classes everywhere that popped up, like you see them. I don't know what I want next, but the bottom line is, if I do keep this car, I'd probably just pay for it in cash and just hold on to it. Maybe another 3 years and then get rid of it after, because, I've never really had a car beyond 100,000 miles. Even my Jeep only has 92,000 miles on it, or 90. Yeah, it's about 92,000 miles. But bottom line is, you got to avoid that interest, man. And now more than ever, it was one thing when the interest was 3%. It was one thing when you weren't paying that much in interest. But now, what is it, 7, 8, 9% interest? No. And then these people running these credit card bills, you're paying like 23% interest. I was watching some of these channels. I was watching Hemi Muscle. Watching some of these channels, these people are talking about buying $100,000 cars at 25% interest. I'm like, that's insane. Because you're basically paying like $2,400 a month, maybe $2,500 a month. That's stupid. But that's what happens when you've got shit credit and you still have champagne taste and beer money. And my thing is, it's like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. I can be satisfied having the things that I have and not always trying to be upgrading. I can be satisfied. I don't have to keep up with the Joneses. In fact, what's funny is, if you came in my neighborhood, I'm the person that the other people are trying to keep up with. It's funny, when I got this car right here, and I pulled up in this, everybody was looking at it. Next thing you know, I had a neighbor. She bought a brand new Hyundai Genesis G70, and then I had another neighbor who bought a Tesla Model 3 and everything. It's like I'm the Joneses. It's like they try to keep up with the Joneses, and I'm the Joneses. That's kind of funny. And my front yard is dominated by silver cars, because I got the silver Jeep, I got the silver car right here, this electric Cadillac. And I kind of like just buying silver cars. I like the color. I like the fact that I don't have to wash it crazily. Because when I had that black Chrysler 300 SRT, man, that shit got gloss and fingerprints everywhere. It was so hard to keep that car nice. Every time I looked at the car, it looked dirty. I'm not buying no black car. I'm not. Until they figure out a way to make like paint that completely rejects fingerprints and dirt. It's like, nah, I'm not buying no black car. I'm not doing it. It's annoying. I prefer silver. You can call it laziness, but that's just what it is. I'm being lazy. That's a Volvo XC40 Recharge. Cops, I see the cop. One of the cops got a Rivian back there. But yeah, here we are. So this is the car show. As soon as I'm finished here, I'm going to go. I have 127 miles left, but I'm going to go recharge my battery and call it a day. I'm going to spend the rest of my day relaxing. This Thanksgiving, we had a huge feast. And we had a good time. We had plenty of drink. You probably saw the pictures I put in my community chat. We had a huge feast. We had, family. We had lots of drink, lots of alcohol. We were swimming in alcohol. It was like business class lounge alcohol. And What else? I just think Black Friday was whack. When I was a kid, or when I was younger, we used to go to Black Friday, 4 o'clock in the morning. You wait on those freezing cold lines. It was like, what, a 50-inch television for $200, or you used to be able to get like DVDs, $5. Nobody buys DVDs anymore. Or you had video games, $5, $10, or you had, like, there was always something cool that said, yeah, okay, if you come here for Black Friday, you can get this thing, and it's like really, really cheap. These Black Friday sales suck. These Black Friday sales are lame. It's like Black Friday now is a joke. It's like now it's just regular shit that we already got. Like, everybody has a gigantic television now. Look at these fucking birds. Everybody has a gigantic television. Everybody, look at this migrating ducks and geese. Yeah, everybody has a gigantic TV now. So there's nothing special about it. You know, everybody has what is it? Everybody has like all these appliances. You already got air fryer for $60 air fryer, $50 air fryer. You already got that. You know, it's just not what it used to be. It's like, I don't know what you got for Black Friday, so if you want, you could post what you got for Black Friday as a comment. But I felt Black Friday to me was a bust, man. I really did. I was not impressed. Every Black Friday, oh, look at this guy. Is that a V? No, he doesn't have a V. Is that a woman? Every Black Friday is like less and less exciting, you know? Where's that guy going? I guess, yeah, he's leaving. If he was parking here for the car show or the Cars and Coffee, I would probably park right next to him, but he's on his way out of here. Yeah, so I wasn't really impressed with it. I mean, you know, I had a decent time and everything, but I wasn't impressed at all. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna pop up in here. This is about 45 minutes, and then everybody's gonna leave because it'll be 11 o'clock. Macy's opens, everybody gets out of here, and then I'll head over to the vehicle battery charger and charge up my car. Okay, so let's take a look, see who's here or what's here. Oh, she looks happy, smiling and everything. I gotta delete so many of these photos out of my computer, out of my phone. I have like so many of these car photos from these things. This SF90. Not too many people here today. Yeah, not too many. Oh, he's doing it's driving itself. Uh-oh. What's it gonna do? See, I be watching these Teslas because God knows what these things will do. Where's it going? Yeah, where's it going? I think it went to go park. That full self-driving shit's gonna get somebody killed. But then again, it already has. Look at that shit. There's nobody in it. So when you park a Tesla, you basically just tell it to go find a park on its own, and it just goes finds a park. And if you're standing next to like a grocery store and you want it to come get you, you tell it to come get you, and it basically just leaves the park and it comes and gets you. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell's that thing going. There's nobody in it, so where's it going? Oh, it's coming back. Oh, it's his car. Nah, I've already driven full self-driving. Oh, you see, this is how it starts.
I need this video.
Huh?
I need that video.
Yeah? Yeah, it'll be on my YouTube later. What's he gonna do, park, or he's going somewhere?
Where are you going? There's people behind you. So if it hits me, I see you or Tesla?
Both. Elon Musk specifically. Get him. Yeah, there was a video of a guy who was driving with the full self-driving in the snow, and he had a blizzard. I think it was in Canada. I was watching it last night. There's no way in hell I'd let one of these cars drive me through a blizzard. No way in hell. I don't care how well it claims it could drive. No way in hell. Just having a problem with the starter. Hope his battery's not out. Your battery's not dead, is it? Because I hear the starter, but a jumper, yeah. The W222 S63 AMG. That's nice, Christmassy, very Christmassy BMW there. The GT3 RS Porsche crowd is here. The poor Tesla's still trying to find a park. Yeah, I hope that dude got jumper cables for that Ferrari. See, I bought one of those, and you know what? This would be the perfect time to talk about the lithium-ion battery jumper that I bought. Like, you know, but they don't, when they give me stuff to test out on my channel, I make one video about it, but I don't keep making videos about it. And this would be a perfect time to interject that. But I haven't heard from them for a long time, you know.
Ferrari never figured it out.
Uh-oh. Sounds expensive. Yeah, see, that's the only thing about these freaking supercars and performance cars and all that stuff. When that shit breaks, it's hard as hell to fix that stuff. It's hard as hell. And it's always a part that you can't even spell. Well, no Lambos today. I guess he's gonna be here a while. Oh no, he got it. Wait, nope. Did he? Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, he got it. Oh, he had a battery jumper. He had a lithium-ion battery jumper right there. Yeah, you should always have one of those because you never know, especially if you, if you live in winter areas and stuff, and it's very cold constantly. You should always have a battery jumper. Like if I had my Jeep, I could have lent him mine because I always carry it with me.
Order a battery, let us change it for you. We have a tester. In the battery. Yeah. Order the battery. What you just did. Yeah. Order the battery.
Yeah, you should always get a battery charger. Lithium-ion battery charger. I could take a clip of a video that I made and throw it in here, but I don't really feel like doing all that. Because see, the other thing about these cars, you have to basically have a garage, and you got to basically park these things, and you have to leave them with a battery tender on them, because the battery tender will keep them from dying. Huh? Big truck. Well, yeah, Big Truck Series Review.
Big Truck Series Review?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can look it up right now.
don't know. I had a house all around on that. This is fucking nowhere. You bring a girl in the car, I call it packed light. And then meanwhile, there's shit by her legs, there's shit behind us. I'm like, oh. It's just too much. You know? If you're gonna use it for like, I want a car that I can drive on the street.
I really, ever since I started seeing these new Honda Accords, they really, to me, look like Volkswagens. I know they're made by Honda, but for me, they really more look, they remind me of that Volkswagen, not the Passat, but there was another one. They kind of have the size of a Volkswagen Phaeton, but to me, they look like that smaller Volkswagen that they made that had the 2.0 turbo engine. But, you know, it's a Honda. It's still a Honda Accord, you know. Oh, here we go. We got the big money. We got the W222 AMG model there. But he comes all the time. But there's a dude who comes here with a black S63 Performance. Oh, the Jeep's coming out. Back when SRT ruled the world. Yeah. It's a big car, man. Both of those. They're old though, you know? And it's funny because I kind of like the old interior more than the new interior, because the new interior it's not as classy looking. Like, you don't get the wood. It's basically, the new one is a rolling computer. Okay, here goes the Jeep. Here goes the Jeep. All right. Yeah, I think people are starting to leave. What is it, 10:29? So we only got about 30 minutes until everybody gets up out of here, because Macy's about to open soon. And it almost feels like it's trying to rain. Almost feels like it's getting ready. Yeah, I can see it right now. We're starting to get some rain here. Got some dark rain clouds over, and I can feel it. So I guess people are gonna start leaving in a minute. Street creepers. Yeah, everybody looks like they're about to go right now, so I'm about to get up out of here. Nothing more to see, I think. Yeah, eventually, I guess while I'm sitting there charging my phone, I'm going to dump a lot of these photos, get rid of them, delete them. Yeah, it's starting to rain. I'm getting out of here. I can feel it starting to rain. All right, well, I'm a little disappointed. We had a way bigger turnout last week. A little disappointed. He's one of these Range Rovers. It's like, if I got a car like that, I want a white interior, not a cream interior. But I guess they wanted to paint match it. Looks good. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. It's raining. Okay, so I just got to go to the vehicle charger, and that'll be it for my day. I ain't doing too much. Gotta rest and relax. Rest and relax. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. It's starting to rain and shit. Oh no, it's freezing rain too. It's not even regular rain, it's just cold. Yeah, I'm going to forego my typical crawl around Roosevelt. No, not Roosevelt. Americana Manhasset, because right now, especially with this rain and shit, it's like I don't even want to be around here. Because this place is really nice when it's dry, but it's not so nice when it starts raining. So I'm just going to head over to the vehicle charger. Yep, my free charging is almost up. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. I wanted to keep charging for free indefinitely. And it's funny because that's whenever like I talk to people who don't know anything about electric cars, one of the first things that they ask is they think that when they buy an electric car that it's free to charge it. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't work that way. And what's funny is people basically, when they go places, they have their cell phones with them and they just plug in their cell phones wherever they are, and it costs them nothing to charge it unless they're at home. And even then the cost is minimal. But for the most part, like, that's what everybody always asks. They're like, oh, well, it's free to charge. I'm like, well, I got 2 years free, but after that, no, you got to pay. It's like you got to pay almost like you're paying for gas. It's just not as expensive. You know, so yeah. But me personally, I'm going on very soon. 1 month, it'll be basically 2 years I've had this car. And I've been extremely impressed with this. I think the current electric vehicles, these are easily the best cars that GM has ever built. They really, really are. They're, for the most part, as long as you don't have any software issues, they're trouble-free. And, yeah, I mean, honestly, I have to say, I've never owned a car that was as reliable as this car is, you know? And the funny thing about it is, because these things are basically computers with wheels, if you do have a problem, most of the time, all you have to do is disconnect the 12-volt battery and then reconnect it, or jump the 12-volt battery. And for the most part, the car resets itself and everything goes back to normal. It's actually very interesting that you have a plug-and-play car, you know, a computer on wheels, basically. Because with most of these computers, if you have a problem with the computer, all you usually do is you just Control-Alt-Delete and reboot it. Or you just push the power button and you reboot it. And for the most part, most of the problems tend to get taken care of, unless you have a very deep issue. But no, this car has been extremely reliable. And if GM keeps going this route, I think they will absolutely be doing really well. Like the Equinox EV, I've been seeing more and more of those around. And the Equinox EV is less than $30,000. So they finally figured out a way to work on getting the price lower and lower. Because I would take an Equinox, or even the new Chevy Bolt. I would easily take that over a Tesla Model 3. Easily. I don't need the car to drive itself. And I mean, when I say I don't need the car to drive itself, I don't need full self-driving. I like having adaptive cruise control. I like having Super Cruise. But for the most part, I don't need the car to always be driving itself. I just need it to do that when there's heavy traffic. But the GM cars, they're going to have their own full self-driving eventually, called Ultra Cruise. And I don't think my car can accept it. I'm pretty sure they'll have a newer Lyriq, or they'll have a newer Escalade, and they'll have newer cars that have the ability to do Ultra Cruise. But for the time being, I'm very impressed with what they've turned out. This is actually amazing. Like, this is the smoothest riding Cadillac that they've probably ever built that didn't have an air suspension. This is easily the most reliable. You know, the EV line is easily the most reliable Cadillacs they've ever built. And on top of that, I would also say that these are probably the most luxurious ones that they've ever built. Now, they may not be as flashy as the classic ones, but they're up there. Pink Range Rover. Yeah, she's a boss babe. She's either a boss babe or she's like a gay male hairdresser with that pink Range Rover. But yeah, I'm very, very, very impressed. They did a really good job. Did a really good job. There's a lot of G-Wagons over here. I'd say most of the G-Wagons in New York City or New York, I'd say most of them are probably right in this area right here. It's like these people buying G-Wagons like they went out of style. Got one right next to me in green. I don't like that car. I mean, I've never wanted anything that even looked like that. I never wanted a Wrangler. Some people like Wranglers. I've never wanted anything that is that boxy and sits like that. I've never. So, you know, people who like that design of truck, you see 3 Wranglers right there in that frame. You know, people who like those things, okay, yeah, more power to them. My thing is, I need a vehicle to be able to drive fast, and I need a vehicle to be able to handle fast. I don't need something that has a high center of gravity and you're trying to take a turn, that shit tip the fuck over. I don't need that. But some people want that. I just never, like, it's a fashion symbol, obviously, but the cost of repairing those things is fucking insane. You know, the repairs, the maintenance, it's not even worth it. And basic, you know what I'm thinking? I really think that a lot of people, they were really upset with Stellantis because Stellantis basically ended the 392 Wrangler. The 392 Wrangler was as close as a Wrangler could get to being an AMG G-Wagon. But if they had made that Hellcat Wrangler, if they had put that Hellcat engine in that Wrangler, the Wrangler would be a better truck than that G-Wagon by far. You know, as it is, it's just more affordable, and the technology is probably better to use. It's easier to use than the Wrangler. But the thing about it is, if they had made a Hellcat Wrangler, they would have broke the mold on this shit. What kind of plane is that? Is that an Air? I think that's an Air France. Can't really see it too well. I think that's like Air France, or it's either Air France or British Air. I can't really see it too well. At first I thought it was an A380. It's not. Yeah, that's definitely not an A380. Yeah, it looks like a 777 ER. 777-300 ER. Yeah, they look like they're about to land. Oh, look, the green Huracan. He's late. You're late to the party, pal. You're late. Yeah, everybody's left. Yeah, see, with this rain out here, nobody want to be out here. Neither do I. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my charge on. And once I'm done with that, I am going in and I'm going to spend the rest of the day relaxing. I ain't doing shit today. I'm doing nothing. Yeah, but again, I'm looking at TJ Maxx, man. This Black Friday was a bust, man. This shit was dead. This was a dead This Black Friday was a joke, man. I was extremely disappointed this Black Friday. Like I got my computer. I got a really good deal on my computer as the best deal that I've seen thus far. Yeah, as time goes on, it'll get cheaper. Not only did I buy my computer, but also one of my cousins saw my computer, and my cousin decided that she wanted to get a computer exactly like that. So she actually went and spec'd out hers the same way I have mine, and she bought my computer. So she's just waiting for delivery. But what was it? It's like, yeah, I got that, but other than that, man, I really wanted a $200 iPad. The 10th generation 64 gigabyte iPad, I thought would have been on sale and easy to get, but when I looked it up, it was all sold out. And now you got to pay $279 at Costco to get the newest iPad. And there's that same G-Wagon. He was behind me. Oh, there's a woman driving it. Yeah, but my thing is, I was gonna get that iPad, Christmas gift. because I already got the Apple Watch, and I felt Amazon had a decent enough sale on it. So I got the newest Apple Watch SE 3 as a gift, and I was going to get that iPad 10th generation. But, they want you to pay $279. Now, I can afford it. It's just that I would really want it. Oh, look, something sticking out of her car. She got like a piece of string sticking out of that Tesla. Yeah, I can afford it. It's just that I was looking for a real deal. What happened to Black Friday? What the fuck? Black Friday. And then one thing I think a lot of people haven't really started talking about, because I noticed nobody said anything. My 17 Pro Max, it was made in India. And, we had been talking a while about taking Apple out of China. And it looks like they've pulled it off, but it also looks like the prices actually went up by pulling out of China. If we could have kept the shit in China, the prices would have been lower. But this is what happens with the Trump economy. So basically, this is what it is. Trump's tariffs have made things more expensive for Americans to buy. And when the corporations actually tell Americans this is why it's more expensive, then the Trump administration calls them up and threatens them and says, stop telling us why it's so expensive. So Jeff Bezos, he wanted to put a stamp on every single thing that Amazon sold. He wanted to say, oh yeah, this is how much it would have cost you, and this is how much it cost you with the Trump tariffs. So of course the Trump administration bullied Jeff Bezos, and of course he backed down and he took that stamp off there. Let me tell you something, whoever the next president is, they're going to get rid of all them Trump tariffs, and you're going to be right back to square one. Because first of all, those tariffs are unconstitutional. It's funny that it's been 2 weeks we've been waiting for the Supreme Court. Uh-oh, what'd you do? What was it, driving itself? All right, we've been waiting for the Supreme Court to say something for 2 whole weeks. They haven't said nothing yet. Another G-Wagon blue. We've been waiting for the Trump tariffs to be ruled on for more than 2 weeks. So the question is, when are they going to tell us? I'm guessing maybe it'll be around Christmas, but why is it taking so long? This is not a very tough question. We already know they're unconstitutional. So if they rule in Trump's favor, then they're just doing it because they're trying to, be, they're trying to be friendly with the Trump administration, because we already know this shit is unconstitutional. Trump is not supposed to be able to unilaterally do this. Congress is supposed to be able to do it. But they already know the Democrats are never going to say yes to that, even if the Republicans did. So what they're trying to do is overstep their constitutional authority and gum up the courts with all types of unconstitutional civil rights challenges and make it take a very long time for them to rule on everything. So that's what they're doing. Now, that $2,000 tariff check, as far as I'm concerned, that shit ain't never coming. It's just like that Doge check. Look at that. Gas is... Now, Trump said he was supposed to bring down gas prices. Well, take a look. That's what gas prices are right there. Look at that. So, Trump, what happened to you bringing down gas? What the fuck? How the fuck is gas fucking $5? Gas is $5.59. God damn. $2.89 for regular? Holy shit. That doesn't look like making America great again. That says you made America expensive again, bro. Make America expensive again. That's what you did. But anyway, that $2,000 check ain't coming, and neither is that $5,000 check. And it's funny because he's saying this shit because people are so fucking stupid that they actually will believe it, and they'll be talking as if they have it in the mailbox. It's like, until you get that shit in your hand and until you cash that motherfucker, it doesn't exist. But these people talk about that shit like they, like it's in the mailbox. It's not shit. You ain't even type, man. Where's that Doge check at? $5,000 Doge check my ass. And then some of these idiots, or if they're trying to, oh yeah, well I got mine, you must not have got yours. I'm like, you're fucking lying. Show me show me on your bank account where it says you got a $5,000 check from Doge. Show me the canceled check, you lying motherfucker. Fucking idiots, man. It's amazing the people who are online. These people are stupid. And it's sad because they're so stupid that they think everybody else is blind. It's like, no, we're not blind. Some of us are actually very highly intelligent. Man, I wish I could wring that motherfucker's neck, man. I wish I could get to him. Why is it? Jeep SRT. Okay. He's like, yeah, well, I got mine. You must not have got yours. You lying motherfucker. I wish I could get to him. But anyway, think happy thoughts. It's a black Range Rover. That's cool. A guy and his wife. Yeah, so hopefully, if I'm lucky, it's 10:50. It's still early. If I pull up to this charger, there won't be too many people there. There shouldn't really be too many people there because, first of all, it's raining, and second of all, it's Sunday morning. Most of these people are still in church. I used to go to the charger in Massapequa, but the goddamn shit was never, ever working. Once my free charging is over and I'm charging at home, it's like EV Go, man, I'm going to write them such a hate letter or a hate email or whatever. Because I tell you, man, they had $1 billion. They were supposed to expand that charging network. They didn't do shit. And my guess is, even with $1 billion, God knows how many of these chargers they would even put it in. And then how many of them would they have installed right? Tesla got it right. They have one charger per car. They standardized their charging ports, and they kept the charging point where the gas tank is. That's the one thing about GM I can't figure out. GM with the Escalade, they put the charging port next to where the gas tank normally would be. Why would they put the charging port in the front of the fucking car? Like, why do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. First of all, now you have a cutout that pulls down. It's like a flap that comes down so you can charge. But it doesn't make any sense. You could have put that same charging port in the back of the car where the gas tank normally would have been, and it would have looked normal to have that flap there, just like on this car right here. Why would you put the charge port next to the fucking driver fender? That's one part of the car that is highly likely to be involved in an accident, because drivers, if you're making a left turn, you're very, very, very likely to get into an accident with somebody who's either coming this way or somebody who's coming this way in an intersection. So you put the charging system in the main place that is most likely to get hit. Doesn't make any damn sense. Now, I don't know if they're going to redesign these cars. Hopefully they do. The Optic has NACS charging instead of CCS. I think that's a good thing. But I really don't think they should have put that charging thing in the front of the car. And had they put it in the back of the car, we'd be able to charge just like Teslas. So you wouldn't need to take up 2 spots. You wouldn't need to take up more space. But nobody thought this. Tesla thought it through, but nobody else did. Tesla engineers figured it out. They were like, yeah, let's make this car as much like a gas car as we can, except for the fact that it's electric. So this way, everything feels as normal would be. But these people, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. It's just amazing. Yeah. I think I'm going to charge my car, and then I'm going to go buy stool innards. I've already got some salad, because I'm trying to go soup and salad as much as possible, because, the Campbell's CEO, well, one of them Campbell's people, they got fired. He said, yeah, this Campbell's soup is 3D printed garbage for poor people or something like that. And I like soup, and soup is really good, especially, it's 40 degrees outside. I like having a hot soup meal. I know how to cook. There's a bazillion places I can go to buy food, but sometimes I like having soup, especially like if you get a cold, get that chicken noodle soup. I got like lemon juice. You put some of that in there, man, that shit is fantastic. And that Greek soup, that Greek chicken lemon soup, that white chicken lemon soup, I love that. But Campbell said, yeah, this is cheap-ass 3D printed food for poor people. I'm like, God damn, these people. And I like Progresso. Progresso, And what's that other one? The one that comes in the red can, and you get the red can. It's got creamy chicken and dumplings and stuff. I love soup. Soup is awesome. I don't know why it has to be maligned. It's like, why do you have to malign the soup? The soup is good. You gotta malign the soup. It's 3D printed garbage for poor people. That is fucked up. That's messed up, man. So basically what you're saying is every single night at dinner you have filet mignon. That's what you're saying. That's just crazy. It's like, why would you say that? 3D printed garbage for poor people. That is fucked up. Yeah, as you can see, ain't much going on here. There's my Charles Schwab. I used to work right in that building. Right in the there was an office on the first floor. I used to work right in that building. That was a long time ago. That was back in was it 19? No, that was back in 2005. Yeah, because at that point, that's when I left Best Buy, because I was in college at the time, and I was basically just about graduating college. I used to work right in that building. And there was another building I used to work to. It was down the block in Mineola, right next to the railroad tracks, but the hospital took it over. Yep, the days of being a finance guy, those were some cool days. It was a tough job, but I rose to the occasion. Look at this guy. Yeah, that was a cool. What do we got here? Amazon now? Amazon's taking that shit. Yeah, those Amazon centers, man, those are big places, man. They got those Amazon centers. If you go straight down here, there's an Amazon center out there near Farmingdale. That place is huge. Yeah, I think this Christmas I gotta get new windshield wipers. I gotta get new windshield wipers. Because I've been using these for like 2 years. I think it's time for those to go. Because I'm starting to hear them rub. But they've been pretty good. I haven't had to replace anything on this car, but here's the key though. Because most of the parts on these cars are new, because the designs are new, the parts are expensive. I looked those windshield wipers up. Those windshield wipers are like $39 a piece. And I'm pretty sure there's overcharging, because there's no way that those things really are $39 a piece. But that's what you pay. And that's not so bad. I was looking at that truck. That's not I thought that was my mom. Yeah, but, the tires on this car, you're talking about a $2,000 tire change when you have to change the tires. I think I can get to 30,000 miles before I have to change the tires. So that's $2,000 for the whole tire change. Any other parts? Not really. I think that's it. I think the only things I got to change is the tires. The brakes are nowhere near used. So, these cars do not use brakes because they're constantly slowing themselves down because they have regenerative brakes. So these electric cars, if you position your money right, you can make it so that you save a lot on fuel. You drive way more than you normally would drive, and the maintenance doesn't cost you anywhere near as much as it would with a gas car. Because with a gas car, you got so much shit that can go wrong. Oxygen sensors, check engine light come on over some bullshit, and this is you don't really have that problem with these cars. And as long as that 12-volt system works, fine, you're good. But some of these car manufacturers like Dodge, they screwed up, and they created a what is it called? They created a 12-volt system that doesn't work that well, and because of that, these their cars are constantly fucked up. Like their cars are constantly, you get their cars, and in a very short period of time, that shit's on a flatbed. Damn shame. But I have to say, I've been very happy with this car. I've been very, very happy with this car. The only downside is that the free charging is on EVgo. That's the only real downside. If there was some way that they could have given you free charging on the Tesla network, this car would be perfect. Because I got Tesla chargers everywhere. Everywhere. You know, Electrify America is not even, well, yeah, Electrify America around here really isn't that great. But this is, you know, New York. We don't have enough charging stations. We need a lot more charging stations. Like, you see that place right over there? You see that where they got this fucking, I think that's a solar panel roof. But I don't know what they're doing there. If they turn that into a charging station, like what we need is we need those solar panel canopies. And we need all of that to be vehicle charging. If they did that, oh man, electric cars, if they made those, let's say every 20 miles. No, okay, every 15 miles. In addition to people charging at home, oh yeah, we'd be set. I can already see there's a lot of people there, but I don't think the line is that long. And I really don't even care what the line looks like. I'm just gonna stay anyway. And while I'm sitting here, I'll put my videos together. But oh good, yeah, there's no line. If this goddamn piece of shit would get out of the way, I'd be able to get right there. There's no real line. It's just that everybody's at every charger's occupied. But you know what's so stupid? Evie got, see, this is that Jeep Wagoneer. This is that Jeep Wagoneer. Slow down, bitch. This is that Jeep Wagoneer, and that's the electric Jeep Wagoneer. Hi. And yeah, it's like, if they had installed this right, they'd be able to charge 6 cars at once. They fucked it up when they installed it, so now you can only charge 4 cars at once. Okay, there's a Nimbus. There's a Nimbus blue. What is it called? Nimbus blue Lyric right there. And we got this Mercedes E350 recharger, and then you got this BZ4X, and you got a Honda Prologue. So yeah, let me just knock this out and be on my way. Absolutely perfect. I just got here. I've only been waiting for about 5 minutes. The Mercedes has left. So thank goodness the Mercedes has left, because now I get to pull right in. But of course, one of these idiots parked this fucking cart right here. So now I got to get out and throw this cart out of the way before I can charge. These sons of bitches. Why would you put this shit this close to the fucking charger? Goddamn fucking morons. Hate these people. I hate them. These people are so stupid. They're so stupid. Oh, and then they got these fucking locks on the goddamn wheels. Stupid assholes. All right. So, because I don't like parking right next to people. I like giving them plenty of space. All right. I'm getting a phone call in a minute. I'll answer it when I'm ready. God damn it. Yeah, I like giving lots of space. I don't want to park right up on these people. All right. Sons of bitches. All right. It's amazing you don't get electrocuted out here. But they worked it all out. They figured it all out. All right. All right. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Naturally, the 350 kilowatt machine is giving us a problem. I'm almost finished charging. I'm at 283 miles. And this guy right here, he just pulled up in this Nimbus Lyric, and he was having trouble with one of the other machines running a little slow. But supposedly, they just opened up a new charging station, and they just opened up a new one right here on Jericho Turnpike. So supposedly they have a new one, and supposedly there are 6 chargers, which means that there's 3 machines that can charge 2 cars each. And the next time I have to charge, I'm going to go to that machine and I'm going to review it. Huh?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's right here. I'm looking at it right now.
That's what I.
And it's right here. It's at Jericho and Nassau Boulevard. And the next time I have to charge, I'm going to go there.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I want to test it out. I want to review it.
Now I feel like I want to test it out.
Yeah, right?
Test it out.
Yeah.
Thank you, dog.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Love that color.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it looks good.
I love the rims on this.
Yeah, they gave you black wheels, huh?
Yeah. Is this sport?
This luxury 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, you going? Yeah. So I love the wheels. The black, that's the sport. It comes with the black wheels.
Right.
That's what it is. Right.
Yeah, I initially ordered a sport, but I ended up changing the order.
So the locks. I mean, I don't know. It's the same thing, anyways. So
Yeah, it's just a different color. Yeah.
I like this, man. It looks solid.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool.
I'm your Indian little sister, and I made your favorite meal just for you. I'm your Colombian little sister. I love you. I'm your Afghan little sister, and I will take good care of you. I'm your Lebanese little sister, and I'm proud of you. I'm your Filipino little sister, and you're my biggest inspiration. I'm your Polish little sister, and when I grow up, I want to be just like you. I'm your Mexican little sister, and you're my favorite person. I'm your Australian little sister, and I already cleaned your room too.
To be continued.